forget alarm. I'm hot, I'm looking good. Now I'm just getting some wood. Man, it's
up next, the Pelicans taking on the Trailblazers. For New Orleans, eliminated from the playoff hunt, all that's left is to play spoiler. Blazers, Pelicans, only on 2K Sports.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. A moment here to see the numbers for Toumani Camara.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Murray out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Portland, inside we'll see Camara and Klingon. Avdia out there with Drew Holiday. And it's Grant in at the small forward position. And that one drops. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Holiday, soft touch off the glass. Holiday's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Williamson. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them. Talk about a fast start, 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
Here's Murray, swinging with the block.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingon.
Back to Holiday. Over Williamson. Again, the Trailblazers, good for 2. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Queen, he's checked in for Jordan.
Checking in for the Pelicans, number 22, Derek Queen.
Williamson passes to Jones. Here's Murray. And again, New Orleans no good.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Tim, when you think of versatile utility forwards in this league, Jeremy Grant fits the mold.
Well, he came into the league as just a hustle player. Brian, but then he worked to enhance his skill level. He has been a quality player on both ends for over a decade.
Now here's Williamson. His last outing, he had 18 points. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
Portland leading by 10. Three-pointer, Holiday. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Williamson, no good.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Pass to Avdia. Takes a three. And again, it's Portland with a three.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Holiday. 13 points in the game. And there's the rejection. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Queen. That three's off the mark. Here's Portland now. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. Avdia. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Avdia's got 5 now.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And here's New Orleans now. They trail by 18. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting him away. They were completely dominated.
Here's Williamson. Portland making their last shot. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Yeah, they were almost too aggressive defensively. Intensity is one thing. It's a good thing, actually, but you must control it.
Murray for 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Fires the 3. And Avdia with the basket on the assist by Holiday. 10 points for him.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Jones from behind the arc. Portland with a rebound. Grant's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Holiday. 15 points for Drew Holiday.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Holiday against Murray. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
And the basket by Holiday.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Murray for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, too.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer, what a run for him. And he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
Avdia with a steal. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Murray finds Williamson. Here's Queen, guarded by Klingit. And the basket by Queen.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Portland. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Holiday's got 20 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Murray passes to Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Williamson. Holiday grabs the miss. Portland has gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. It's good. 14 points for Denny Avdia.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
1:19 left in the first quarter. A clear look for Murray. Holiday grabs the miss.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Yep, count it.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Williamson. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. From 10 feet away, Portland with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
.43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Williamson passes to Queen to stop the run. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Now Portland with it. Grant in the post, defended by Jones. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Murray for 3. Rebounded by Kamara. It's tipped. Fires from way outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Portland with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And they've been... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Murray out there with Williams. Then it's Henderson, and it's Love in at the 1. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And here are the Pelicans now. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. A nice shot by Fears.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
Back to Murray. There's the 3. And there's Fears on the assist by Murray. Fears has got 5 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Man, showing some terrific range.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Queen. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
And it's Love penetrating. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
The Pelicans have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Murray for 3, and again it's New Orleans with a 3.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
The Trailblazers have gotten off to a sensational 5 for 5 start in the second quarter.
Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
The Pelicans have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Henderson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Henderson's got 11 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Murray for 3. The rebound by Sissoko.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Hey, good.
And what an assertive shot by Bay, putting down the answer.
For Portland, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
It's stolen by Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
To the left wing. Here's Queen. From outside, off the mark. Now Portland with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
And athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Murray from outside. Portland with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys. Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Bay outside. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Bay's got 6 points.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Fear's shot is off.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Love for 3. The rebound by Murray. Here's Fears. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Portland moving it around. Love for 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And here's Murray. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston. Bay from long range. Love grabs the miss.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And it's Portland with another. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Portland. Klingett, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Murray. And Denny Obvious subbed in for Sissoko. And then for New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Messi. Jones comes in for Queen. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Murray. Now Portland with it. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Well, the Pelicans shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Here's Fears. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Fears has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Off the outside. Henderson for 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
He's so quick to react. Henderson has the shot lined up before the ball even gets to him.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Fears has gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Love lays it up and banks it in. Love's got 19 points.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And B.A., you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Here's Kamara. The quick look, no good that time. Well, the Pelicans shooting at 44% in the second, a decent rate. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Now Williamson. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Williamson's got his second basket on the night.
And now defensively against Zion, I guess you're going to have to at least think about guarding him out there.
For three. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for Portland. And he's hit 8 three-pointers. Strong shooting performance in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And let's rev it up. Get ready for the Pocket Light Arena Entertainment.